Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. Jota. Today, Friday, only 2 days ahead before the clash against Cadiz, a very important game. As you know, we have a bunch of players that won't be able to make it. And thinking about that, let me give you all the latest update on the players, the latest update on the squad. How are they doing? I mean, how many players will be out? How many players will be in? And of course, the latest surprise Carlo Ancelotti would play with against Cadiz on Sunday and surprise everybody around in the lineup. I don't think this player is going to be for the lineup, but he might be included in the squad list against Cadiz. So let me first start with the most important news. As you know, last night we were told 5 more players tested positive in COVID-19. These players are Marco Asensio, Gareth Bale, Rodrigo, Lunin, and David Ancelotti. David Ancelotti is not a player, but of course he's another very important person that will miss out the game against Cadiz, because as you know, David Ancelotti is in charge and always takes care of, analyze the rival and try to find the weakest points of the rival so Carlo Ancelotti can take the best decisions to win the game. So it's going to be another very important another person that won't be able to make it, and it's going to be very important. So if you see the names Gareth Bale, Rodrigo Goes, and Marco Asensio, yes, you're thinking right. All of them belong to the right wing of Real Madrid. So what is Carlo Ancelotti going to do in this situation? Who is he going to put to in the right wing of Real Madrid? Let me tell you what, my thought last night was, okay, Lucas Vázquez will play for sure, because in my opinion, Lucas Vázquez nowadays is way ahead of the option of Eden Hazard. I mean, Eden Hazard is completely out of stock, is completely outdated, and in my opinion, a little bit rusty even, and don't think that Carlo Ancelotti will have in his mind the name of Hazard for the right wing of Real Madrid. Instead of that, according to this article that came out today in Defensa Central, Peter Federico, the new Arjen Robben, the new gem, the new super promising rising star in Real Madrid Castilla, might fit perfectly for this situation and might fit perfectly for the right wing of Real Madrid. I don't know though if Carlo Ancelotti is thinking about to line him up. It's a little bit complicated to me because I think that Lucas Vázquez will be a better option, more experience, more knowledge about the thing, more, he has he has more games in his bag than this super young guy. I mean, although the player Peter Federico is doing an incredible job with Raúl and Real Madrid Castilla and all the stuff, I think that his lack of experience is going to be crucial for Carlo Ancelotti to take a decision. It doesn't mean though he won't be included in the squad list for tomorrow. So keep in mind this guy might be included in the squad list against Cadiz, and don't rule out he will be there and even have the chance to play against Cadiz. So let's see what happens, but it can happen. So all the players that will be out of the squad, it's gonna be Modric, Marcelo, Marco Asensio, Rodrigo Goes, Gareth Bale, David Ancelotti, of course, and also Benzema and Carvajal. I mean, it's not for sure. I mean, they might be there. They might be able to make it. But at this time in Spain, 3:15 p.m., it's not sure to have them, for Ancelotti to have them in the squad against Cadiz. So we still don't know what is going to happen. So that is pretty much the latest update I have for you all guys regarding to the side, regarding to our side, regarding to the squad before to play against Cadiz. And now let's move on and let's keep talking about Erling Haaland, because today in OK Diario, Ramon Álvarez de Mon came up with an article very interesting that, in my opinion, we have to analyze in detail. And just because he's claiming something really interesting, Because as you know, over the last 3-4 days, we have heard a lot of things about the possibility for Erling Haaland to sign for FC Barcelona instead of Real Madrid. Because Mino Raiola and Laporta are good friends and, they have a great relationship. And apparently they are plotting to bring in Erling Haaland in FC Barcelona next year. Okay, Ramon Alvarez de Mon is claiming even if Barcelona had accepted the deal of La Liga and ZVC, the last super big deal of La Liga, Javier Tebas to, spread like 2,000 million euros or I don't know, a lot of money all throughout the teams of La Liga and all the stuff. All the three teams have refused this deal, Real Madrid, FC Barcelona, and Athletic de Bilbao. Even if Barca had accepted the deal, wouldn't be possible for them to sign Erling Haaland. Because according to Ramon Alvarez de Mon, even with the deal on, even within the deal, they would only have 4 million euros to sign players and enroll players in La Liga and renewal contracts and stuff like that. And he's, showing everybody, proving everybody what he's saying no, the 50% of the amount received from CVC, that'd be for players to renew the contracts and signings and stuff. So the total, that'd be 40 million euros. And if Erling Haaland is worth 70 million euros, it's pretty much impossible for them to sign him in for the next year, right? So even in the best case scenario, FC Barcelona won't be able to sign in Erling Haaland. This is according to Ramon Alvarez de Mon. Let me add something else from my own expertise and experience in information, because according to Eduardo Indal, last Monday, Joan Laporta is waiting for the decision from a bunch of American banks that are willing to throw a lot of money in a credit, that'd be a loan for FC Barcelona to be able to sign more players. And apparently, Joan Laporta is still waiting for the answer, right? They haven't decided yet what they want to do with the money, whether give it to Barcelona or maybe just save it because it's not worth it or whatever. But Joan Laporta is still negotiating with different banks and entities so he can get some money to sign players in. Because the situation is chaotic, right? It's impossible. It's undoable, right? So it's a pretty sad situation for FC Barcelona and pretty difficult situation for FC Barcelona. But even with that, they won't be able to sign in Erling Haaland for the next year. And now let me move on and let's keep talking about more stuff, of course, regarding to Kylian Mbappe. And this is pretty normal, guys. We only have like 15 days ahead before we see Kylian Mbappe signing the new contract with Real Madrid or even becoming a free agent for the next year, right? So there are a lot of stuff regarding to Kylian Mbappe. And the first news is because Leonardo talked today to public regarding to the future of Kylian Mbappe. And the most the only thing I should highlight here is pretty much Leonardo said this. Okay, so what else can I say about Kylian Mbappe? Kylian is a great person, is a great player, is different, is unique, all the stuff, but what we want. We'll see. So I quote here, we know and what we want. We'll see. We don't even know what is going to happen. Leonardo is basically, is not denying the possibility for Kylian Mbappe to leave Paris Saint-Germain and sign for Real Madrid. And is still throwing the things to the air because he doesn't really know. Even himself doesn't really know what is going to happen to him and what is going to happen to Kylian Mbappe and all the stuff. But the thing is, to me, interiorly, Leonardo knows exactly what is going to happen, and he's pretty aware Kylian Mbappe will sign for Real Madrid. But when he goes out of public, he can't say it. The only thing he can say is pretty much, okay, we are trying, we are, trying our best, we are working on that, we are trying to retain the player, we want to do it, and all this stuff. But it's a bunch of words with no sense at all, because everybody out there really knows what is going to happen to Kylian Mbappe, because he himself has been declaring, has been stating every time he has had a chance to say something, he has been hinting all the time that he will get out of Paris Saint-Germain and sign for Real Madrid. So there's no doubt for me that Leonardo and Al-Khelaifi and all the board of Paris Saint-Germain, they really know and they are already aware about the whole thing, about he will play for Real Madrid, but they can't say anything because it's gonna be very embarrassing for them. Because if you think about it, these guys will lose one of the best players in the world for free. That is nuts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what is the purpose. I don't know what is the point of Leonardo, but let me tell you what, Kylian Mbappe will play for Real Madrid, and even Leonardo is assuming now the situation. And the last story I have for you all, guys, is pretty much in this video you have here, guys. You can see, I'm gonna mute these guys. You're seeing right now three different journalists from Diario AS, Matallanas, Caleme, and Sergio Santos, and they're pretty much talking about the historic team Florentino Perez wants to build up as of the next summer. That includes a bunch of players, super amazing players, some of the big names for this new Real Madrid. And for some of them, for some of these journalists, this Real Madrid will be the Real Madrid from 2009 2.0, a kind of new Real Madrid, a very refreshed Real Madrid with some of the best players in the world. And they were talking about names, and they were talking about Kylian Mbappe, Antonio Rudiger, Erling Haaland, and also Paul Pogba, and even Kessie from Milan. So those are the four names for them Florentino Perez will try to bring in as of the next summer. So I don't know. I think that this is pretty possible. I mean, every time Florentino Perez try to do something, is because he knows he can make it. He can make it possible. He can make it happen. So there's no doubt for me that there will be a team very similar to the team they are describing in this video. I mean, I don't know if all of them will be able to sign in for Real Madrid, but some of them, I'm pretty sure of that. I mean, if we talk about Kylian Mbappe, if we talk about Antonio Rudiger, if we talk about, I don't know, maybe Paul Pogba, I'm not sure about Paul Pogba, but maybe Erling Haaland, or even others that we don't know yet. My opinion is yes, Real Madrid can be another historic team if everything goes in the right way and Florentino Perez is able to sign all these players. So let's see what happens. So we will have to wait for summer still. And guys, don't be impatient. My opinion is, as the time goes by, it's got to be better for us. So let's see what happens. And now let me know your thoughts about that. Just comment in the section below. And of course, subscribe to my channel, Real Madrid Hub.